Hello, everybody. Welcome to another trip down Jigsaw Puzzle Lane. The old Jigsaw Rat. Jigsaw Rat is today going to do a family scene around the Easter table. Let's see how we get on with that then. We're starting off, as usual, with that old framework of life. Here we go. And as we start to move the pieces, of course, the clock starts to tick, and we are on I hate that noise. I'm going to take that away. I don't like being told click every time I move things together. It's appalling. There's a head there has arrived already. We're going to go for the old 8-minute solution time today. It's 100 pieces on this jigsaw, and it's a family scene, as I've said. So hopefully, this time round anyway, we'll manage to do it within the old 8 minutes. That's always our deadline and our hope. In 8 minutes we trust would be on my coin. If I was to mint some coins, in 8 minutes we trust. And we've already started very nicely with the top corner there on the left being resolved. And although it's a very grey surround here, there are different variations of grey, so you can sort of pretty well work out where you're going to go. Bit of yellow there. I said this is an Easter family scene, so I guess there's a big yellow egg in the middle there somewhere. Exactly. Okie dokie. Well, we've already identified most of those yellow bits, haven't we? And there's a lovely lady with lovely grey hair. Oh, lovely grey hair. Suits me. Right. If you're just watching and not listening, you're going to see all the pieces move around. I'm trying to move them a little bit out of the way so I can see what they are, because sometimes they're hidden under other pieces, aren't they? Just like life. And you have to move things out of the way in order to get at them. And that can be a good move. If you want to try and solve puzzles quickly, you need to know where everything is as soon as possible. So moving pieces out of the way to gain a little bit more an overall picture of where things are. That can be a good move. Look, I've already put 3 together there, and that's an old man. Well, it's a lot of, I'm being a bit ageist here, I suppose, but this family seems to be made up of pensioners so far. Not an exciting family, is it? For you youngsters that love doing jigsaw puzzles, you want to see young people on the screen and think, oh, I can identify with them because they're young. Or I can identify with that person because they have the same sort of sexual proclivities as I do. Yeah, I understand, yeah. But life's not always like that, so we're going to have to move things around and see what we can dig up. There's a bit more of the old man's lovely jacket. They too tend to buy this same jackets, don't they? Everybody who's sort of over 60s, they buy these sort of nondescript jackets that don't really do anything for anybody. I wonder why they does that. Perhaps they think, well, I don't care now. I've been around, I've sowed my seed. I don't need to look good for anybody. I'm just going to buy this old jacket that is really boring. And I can hide away in plain sight and nobody's going to catch me. Maybe that's how they think. I don't know. I wouldn't presume to say I'm right there, but it could be possible. Like I said, this is a bit of a darker grey, and the darker greys seem to be moving towards the right-hand side of our picture. There's a young lady. Look, I told you it's all going to be balanced up. It's going to be a lovely family scene, and we're all going to go, when we're finished. There won't be a dry seat in the house. Okay. Another piece of grey there. That goes there. Look, see? These grey things. Often you think, oh God, there's lots of grey bits. That's a bit boring. But in a jigsaw puzzle, that can be some of the most fun bits. Is like, doing the sky when it's all blue. And you think, oh, how am I going to do that? But that presents a bit of a challenge. And that's good. Isn't it? Isn't it good to have a challenge now and again in your life? Don't want everything to be too simple, do we? Okay, well, we're moving along here. We've reached a bit of an impasse here. I've lost some of the frame here, the straight bits, as I call them. Where are they? Where are they, says the rat. rat knows how to find things though. This seems to be that old gentleman's jacket again there. Dull as ditch water. But frames are hard to come by at this moment in time. Let's shift a few things out of the way here. Keep an eye out for bits and pieces that you know you need. For example, there's that one in the top right hand corner I've got my eye on. This could be it. Yep, gotcha, Sonny Jim. So all the top is now sorted out. Lovely jubblies, we're moving it along. This goes down there, that starts to be a bit brown in the corner down there. And we'll start to get a bit brown down the bottom corner sometimes, don't we? Lordy, what is that? Is that an elbow? I've no idea. Does that go there? Yeah, it did go there, didn't it? Look at that. A bit of whiteness there. And there's a bit of flesh. And you see a little tiny bit of flesh there? Oh, a bit of flesh. Nice bit of flesh. Not a Victorian puzzle, this one. We are able to see bits of flesh here and there as they turn up. Okay, now we've got some sort of an arm here in the foreground, I think. Yeah, I think so. So now, when you start to identify, it's not necessary, really, that you identify everything. You can just sort of go after colours and shapes and don't give a monkey's what has actually been shown in the picture. That's one way of doing it. So if you don't see, what everything is meant to be, then don't worry too much about it, because that's not the crucial thing. It's all about matching your angles, matching your colours, matching your shapes. That's the trick. Says the old Jigsaw Rat. Now, get that big yellow thing out of the way. Let's start to move some of these lumps out of the way so we can find out a few more individual pieces, because that's what we need. I mean, making these little lumps in the middle might be good, might make you feel good. I'm getting on pretty quickly here, but they're not necessarily a good idea right now. The most important thing is to establish your framework, the framework of your puzzle. That's the most important bit. Now we're starting to get there, I think. I've neglected the bottom of my puzzle. I really have neglected it. So what are we going to do about that? Not a lot, Mr. Jigsaw Rat. Not a lot right now. There's a bit of that sort of, whatever that colour is. It's not much of a colour, is it? Okay, but we're moving along quite swiftly there in the corner. Is that a pregnant woman? Or is it no? It's just a woman with a normal set of appendages, not necessarily one that's pregnant. I would love to work a bit more on the bottom of my puzzle here, because it feels like it's not coming along very quickly at all. Oh no. There we are. There's that bit there. So that's the last piece of the puzzle on the left. It is just the bottom that's not been there. I mean, perhaps we don't want to do too much more with the bottom, because we haven't really got enough sorted further down yet. Oh dear. Could that be going down? Yeah, look, there we go. Rescued myself there somewhat. Oh dear, nose. There we are. Bit of black, bit of grey, bit of black, bit of grey, bit of grey, bit of black. We're moving on. I don't know what that's meant to be, that sort of golden thing. But like I said, don't always have to know what things are. Just trust in the process, as they say these days. Just trust in the process. There. Now we've made some progress. Now I'm liking it more. Hurrah, hurrah. Hurrah, hooray. Yeah, it goes up there at the top there, and maybe that goes underneath it. Yeah, oh God, things are starting to come together, ladies and germs, aren't they? Hey? Things are starting to move in the right general direction. And we can't argue with that. But here it's still a bit jumbled up. The old fella's going to have to move a bit. Oh, there he is sitting there on the right, isn't he? There's the old fella, waiting for his Easter meal to be served to him. He's not done a day's housework in his life. Everything just gets served right up to him. And he says, all right, I'll have some of that. And his long-suffering partner sighs one more time. Why didn't I leave? There we go. Look, what a horrible old nondescript jacket that is. But he seems to enjoy it, so I suppose I shouldn't condemn that. We've got a stripe here. Stripes are good. Let's see if we can see if there's any more pieces with the stripe in them. No, can't see so many of those. There we are. There's that stripe, and there's the. You see, the lady is under the man. Oh yes, it's all very symbolic. All very symbolic, everybody. Try not to be fooled by that though. Bit of filler in the top bit there, a bit of boring stuff. And then we've got the young gent. He's trying to impress the lady, I'm sure. By what's he doing? He's pouring something out somewhere. Yeah, if you can pour something out without dropping it, you're sure to impress the young ladies. They love a bit of people who can pour things out, don't they? Hey, that's one of the things they like the most. Can you pour something out? Oh, I love the way you poured that out. That was wonderful. Oh. And a young woman there, a young child, maybe part of the family, maybe just been brought in, just for the part. Maybe it's an actor that they bring in for all these things. Yeah, none of it's real. It's a false flag. It's a false flag. False flag Easter dinner. That's the truth, isn't it? That's what they don't want you to know. There. The colours are sort of running into each other a touch here, I find. And when they do that, that's the most difficult puzzle. When the colours all sort of run into each other and don't have much of an individual sort of character. Where the bugger hell that goes, I don't know. I'm a bit fed up with that piece. A bit fed up with that. I am. We've got. You see, there's bits and pieces here. I'm not sure where they are. Is that a piece with the girl? Yeah, look. Let me put that there. Too many whites is actually what I'd say here for this puzzle. We'll put it together. Put too many whites in it. Put too many whites in something like this. And I almost thought there was another ear going the wrong way there. But it wasn't going the wrong way. It's going the right way. So that is a man's face. Now where does this stupid thing go? Does it go there? Yeah, it does. All right. I'll accept it. I'll let that one go. But yeah, too many whites makes a difficult puzzle because you've got the white background, which you cannot change, I suppose. Not that I like to change backgrounds and stuff too much. Okay, we've got one more piece to fit in. Where is that going to go? On the table here somewhere. Where is the gap? Can anybody see it? Your old ratty with his bad eyesight is going to have to look. Where is that? I don't see that gap. I don't see it anywhere. It ain't from around here. There is what he's got in his hands. A salad. Oh, well, salad? Good Lord, we've gone over 12 minutes with this. We did aim for 8. So it's too white and there's too much mess on the table for my liking. That's what made it more difficult than it should have been, maybe. So, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Family Easter dinner, and I hope you have a nice one yourselves. See you next time, says the old Jigsaw Rat. Bye-bye.